Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm bringing you a Woman Crush Wednesday inspired makeup look, and yeah, it's like a pinky glittery lid done by Miss Vanessa Gima. I believe I'm saying her name right. If I'm not, I'm sorry, but yeah, let's just get right into the video. So we're going into our Jackie Aina and Anastasia palette, and I'm going into the shade Ginger, and I'm going to use that as my transition shade in my crease. And now I'm going to go into Credit and deepen up my crease and outer corner just a bit. I'm using tapping motions at first, and then I'll blend that into my crease. And now I'm going into the shade Big Wig, and I'm putting that also into my crease using tapping motions as well, just to get a little bit more of the purple shade to come through. And I think I did bring that down onto my outer corner just a little bit to deepen up the outer corner as well. And I'm going to highlight my brow bone using the shade Soleil, and then blend that into the Big Wig shade using the Wet n Wild brush again. So on my lid, I'm using the shade Zam and a little bit of Wigglies just to make it a little bit more pink, because in Vanessa's photo it looks like she has a pink shimmery shade on her lid, and Zam is a little pink, but it's not as pink as I want it to be, or as pink as Vanessa's look, so I just blended those two shades together. And after you apply your lid shade, you want to go back in with your Wet n Wild brush and just blend the outer corner and the lid shade together to make it all look seamless and nicely blended. Then we're going to move on to our face, and we're going to prime with the Too Faced RX primer, and we're going to use the L'Oreal Infallible shaping stick in the shade 411. And good news, people, this foundation shade actually blended into my skin and was not, off color, light, dark, whatever. It was literally my exact shade. So yay for that, because we know I've been struggling to find my shade. So I'm just blending that out with my beauty blender, and I think I applied another layer of foundation just because I didn't want it to be too sheer. So we're gonna contour our face with the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear concealer in the shade Coffee, and then we're gonna highlight with that same brand of concealer in the shade Honey. So I'm blending the concealer out with the same beauty blender that I use to blend out my foundation. And the beauty blender is damp, but it's not soaking wet, because I noticed that when I do leave it soaking wet, or not soaking wet, but like too wet, it doesn't blend out my concealer properly. It picks it up and makes it look patchy. So make sure that it's damp and not wet. And after you're done blending out your concealer to your liking and it's nice and blended and looking nice, you go back in with the end that you blended out your foundation and blend out those edges of the concealer so that it smoothly transitions into your foundation and contour shades. So I really liked this line. It was easy to blend, and the shades match really well with each other as long as you pick your right shade and as long as they have your right shade. But I did like this concealer, and it didn't crease under my eyes or anything after I set it, so that's always a plus. So now we're going to go ahead and set the concealer that we put down, and I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution Luxury Baking Powder in the shade Terracotta, which is like a nice kind of brown shade. Not super brown, but you know, like a nice honey golden shade of setting powder instead of the typical banana powders, because those don't look right under my eyes. And this literally looked amazing after I put it down with this concealer. So I think I'm going to keep using this as like a staple combination. And I'm going to set my contour with the Morphe Bronzer in the shade Showmance. and you want to go back over that powder that you put down with your beauty blender again to make sure that everything is blended nicely. And I'm going to set my entire face with the Rimmel London Stay Matte powder in the shade Pecan. And I'm setting my entire face with that so everything looks seamless. And my blush that I'm using is the Rimmel London Maxi Blush in the shade Rendezvous. And I like to start at my cheeks and then sweep it back so that it's like a nice flush look and it's not too much color just in one spot. If you just put it only on your cheek, like the apples of your cheeks, it just doesn't look right to me. So I just sweep it back into my contour. And we're going to highlight our face with the Morphe highlighting palette, high impact highlighter palette. And I think I'm using the shade Trance. I don't know, but I showed you in the video. I'm going to highlight my face, you know, the usual places that you highlight. I'm going to apply highlighter there. And yeah. Then I'm going to go in with the Morphe Continuous Mist Setting Spray and spray my face down to break down some of those powders. And I fan a little bit just to get it to dry down just a bit. And then I go back in with my beauty blender and just press the setting spray into my face so that everything is, again, nice and seamless, guys. That's what we want to look like it's our skin but enhanced, you know? You don't want to look cakey and crazy. And for liner, I'm using the LA Girls gel liner in black. And then I'm going to put the shade Credit, Big Wig, and Ginger on my bottom lid to smudge out that liner because I don't want it to look too like harsh, the liner. And then I'm going to highlight my inner corner with the shade Soleil. And you want to use a clean blending brush just to blend that inner corner highlight into the rest of your eyeshadow look. And for my lips, I use the NYX lip liner in Espresso and Ruby Kisses matte lipstick in the shade Infinite Love, which is like a pinky nude color. And for gloss, I use Morphe's Boho Gloss. And yes, that will complete the look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to be doing like Women Crush Wednesdays, probably every Wednesday now, just to, you know, show love to some of the other influencers out there, which I do anyway, but just to show you guys, you know, how you can create these looks with affordable makeup. You don't have to go out and buy everything that you see these influencers like purchase. You can create these looks with stuff that you already have at home. You know, it might not look exactly like it, but it can look similar, and that's what the point of inspiration is. So yeah, shout out to Miss Vanessa Jima. And don't forget to like this video and comment down below if you have any questions, or if you want to see me do any other recreations of some people that you might like. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, y'all. And I'll see you guys in my next video.